the six-figure ring earner, gold legacy member, shareholder, of one wife, ELC member, green shirt wearer, and also one couch bearer. None other than my man, Mr. Erik Coach Robinson.
Woo! Yeah, Uncle Jock, man. Thank you for that amazing introduction. Thank you for that amazing introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a question for y'all. You know you offline. Let's get your windpipes going. Team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
Hey, what's up?
My income.
And who gets a green sheet?
Everybody.
Everybody.
DJ, we
Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets.
Oh, you left us
I was
hanging.
about to
You
do the
just left us
robot too.
hanging.
We was about to crank up.
You dropped us all right at the bridge.
Started, man.
We all in the Potomac River right now.
Man, let's go. Well, man, today, y'all don't understand. I got a question for y'all. Have you ever thought about making some goals for 2025? How many of y'all thought about make some goals for 2025, right? And let me ask you this question. Have you ever kind of got stuck some kind of place? Like really, like, I'm going to make my goals, but it's like, I haven't got started, or maybe I don't know where to start, and I put some things down, but you don't walk away feeling like you got an actual roadmap. Anybody besides me? Anybody felt that way? Like, I got some goals I want to do, but do I have the roadmap? Let's talk about that today, because I'm telling you, I spent a lot of years, most of us have spent years and years planning on our goals, right? Every year we set a goal, we get to a point where sometimes they call them resolution. You know what the resolution is? It's really just a watered down goal. I mean, our New Year's resolution, it's most people ain't going to achieve it. So let's talk about some things. I want to talk about the next couple of days, some things that really know it needs to go into your goal plan. I know one of my coach mentor, Darren Goka, has a goal sheet. Man, y'all, I'm trying to tell you, that thing helps you go down the road, right? But let's talk about some things that you can get in your head, out of your head, onto the paper. Y'all ready? Would that be okay if we just share little things you get out of your head onto your paper? That may clear up some of the fog on the window, right? I want y'all to clip some fog on the window, like this. Like my glass right now got a tint of fog on. I can still see you, but every now and then you just get a little bit of fog off. You see just a little bit better. Are y'all with me? Woo! Now I can see like in 5D, right? So where did we start? Where did we start? All right, I'm gonna give you some planning steps. Here's something you might want to think about, and we got some participation on this one. One of the things I want you to look at, and this is not in any order. I'm just giving you some steps, but they're not in order. Y'all with me? It's like going to Home Depot and you're getting the supplies because you're going to build your own steps, right? But I'm going to give y'all the supplies and the tools, but you got to put it together in the order that you want. Are y'all with me? So these are steps, but they're not the order. They're just supplies and the tools. Somebody can write this down. One of the steps, who do you want on your team in 2025? Most people never think about who do they want on their team. Like, not like the type of people. It can be type. You can tell you, like, I want some realtors. I want some teachers. I want some this. You can go general or you can go down specific. Now, there's two types of teams I want y'all to think about, though. One, from a mentorship standpoint, because you got to ask yourself, you have gotten you as far as you are. Are y'all with me? Through yourself and through some of the mentorships. Now, but if your goal is going past what you already got. Now, for example, say I got a job and I'm already making $80,000 and I've been making $80,000 for the last 10 years. right? I get the cost of living 2% increase, even though inflation's gone up 4%. So I know I'm going to make $8,000 next year. So that might be my goal, just to keep my job. Well, you already there. Are y'all with me? But if you got a 2025 goal that's going above where you've been, well, it's going to probably take some extra mentorship. And here's the thing. Some of these things you may already have. Remember I said there's things you know, the things you know you don't know, but then sometimes there's things you don't know that you know, and there's things that you don't know that you don't know. So I'm trying to tell you, there's some mentors that you got, but you don't put them down as mentors, so you're not really specific in targeting with the mentorship to help you develop.
Man, oh.
Rewind.
No, not even rewind. Dig a little deeper and make it a little clearer.
Okay, so we sometimes have mentors.
Give some examples.
I'm gonna give you an example, Jock. On my list as a mentorship, you were one of my mentors on my list. Like I made a list of my mentors. We've been best friends for 40 plus years. We talk every day, but I didn't have you on my mentor list. So I was getting mentored by you, but I wasn't intentional, and the intensity of my mentorship was different because it wasn't written down that Jock is my mentor. He's not my best friend. He's not just my business partner. Jock is one of my mentors. So when I'm listening, my subconscious mind is now listening to what Jock is saying from a mentor standpoint. He's one of the best salesperson marketers I ever met. So if my business needs to grow and I need to market my business, why in the heck am I not listening to the guy who's been doing it for 30 plus years, marketing and managing for other businesses and other companies and other and entertainment? Are y'all with me? So I'm hearing, but I wasn't really listening. You know what I'm saying? I need to be actively listening and applying what my mentor says without talk back. So I got to tell my subconscious mind, hey, that's what he said. Okay, how can you apply it? Are you hearing it? Right? I had, other individuals. Jamie is one of my mentor group persons. I'm like, okay, am I hearing what Jamie said? I get on the CEO tap. Am I really hearing it? Jamie came and did a training because I had him on my mentor list. I scheduled him to come in and talk and did an interview with us, Jamie Prickett, the CEO of Xperia. I scheduled him intentionally to have a conversation with him.
Oh, Eric, you just said something. Because I find myself doing this too, and this probably can unlock something for everybody. You said, are you hearing it or are you listening? Like, how many times do we talk about people being logged on to the Zooms, but are they locked in? If you're logged on to the Zooms and you're cooking pancakes, you might be hearing the message, but are you listening to the message? It's a difference.
It's a major difference, Jock. And then are you listening with the intent to apply it?
Woo.
See, some people, y'all can come in for entertainment purposes. I think we add a little entertainment value, right? You know what I mean? Like today, it was like a soap opera. Troy took me down, and I started thinking about my parents, my family, right? And then it went back up, right? And it's like, oh man, and I'm like, then Dr. Teresa's like, man, I got the most people on the call. I remember I used to count all my agents on the call. And I'm thinking, I need to interview Dr. Teresa, I need to ask her, what is she saying? How does she get all those people on the call? So I went from emotional down to, man, that's another nugget right there. Then I'm like, hold on. But back in my low point, Troy was saying, we gotta take this business serious. I'm like, Eric, is there anybody? Because now I'm listening. I'm not just hearing them. I'm not just on in the entertainment zone. I'm like, who, Eric, in your life do you need to make sure you reach out to that you haven't reached out to? Have you done a better job? See, so I'm listening to the message. Are y'all with me? I can get caught up in the entertainment because I could be doing a whole bunch of other things. I'm doing this, like you said, John, making pancakes, feeding the dog, driving down the street. I'm all over the place. But even if you're moving around, do you come with an ear to really listen? I can tell some do, some don't. Some is just routine. But the cool thing about doing is, like when you say staying in the car, you're able to get to your destination as long as you stay in the car. See, there's a change window that some of us it takes we don't know when it's going to activate. We don't know when the good Lord is going to say, hey, bam, that's your message. It's like going to church. Why do you go to church every time? Can't you read the Bible for yourself? There's a whole bunch of things, right? But you don't know when a message, when something is going to spark. Are y'all with me?
Mm-hmm.
You just don't know when it's going to resonate. We're human beings. Our resonation time is different for each other. So yeah, Jock, that's the example, like your mentors. You know, then I got some mentors on my list that I don't know them, right? I got some mentors on my list that they're not even in my realm. Are y'all with me? But I for my 2025 goals, I need to make sure I want to get that person. I want to get that person. Ooh, one of the guys, you know, I got on my list, Lance London. He's the owner of Carolina Kitchen for those in the DMV, right? Welcome, welcome. I'm like, man, the other day I was going to get something at a store next to one of his new stores, and he had a Maybach truck outside. I'm assuming it was his because he's building the store. And I was going to the store next to his store, Tropical Smoothie. I'm like, man, that might be Lance's store. I'm like, what? He's now got a restaurant coming that I knew was coming right around the corner from me, but he's also got this L London Liquors. I'm like, not too many people named L London. That's probably his store. I'm like, he's great. He's getting to the liquor store. He started with restaurants. Now he's getting into the fine wines. I'm like, okay. And he got the Maybach truck and said, that's probably him. But you know what? Bam, he needs to be on my list. Why? Because this gentleman has succeeded to a level, right? He's opened with multiple chains of restaurants. I need to make sure that sometimes I'm putting it out there because maybe you watch Lance, or maybe somebody knows Lance can connect me to Lance. He needs to get on he's on my mentor list. Are y'all with me?
Mm-hmm.
He's on my mentor list. See, even my pastor, I said, Eric, Meri, you know what? Pastor Battle, Keith Battle. I go to his church, but I'm not connected to him like that, right? But you know, I gotta not just be a member. I need to get in a close proximity. So he's on my mentor list, 2025.
What are your reasons for getting connected with these mentors? And you know what I mean? Just to paint the picture for everybody.
Paint the picture. Well, my goal for 2025 is up here, right? My goal, I got to get to $1 million in my business. I need my business. I got a multi-million-dollar business that we run, revenue. My business does multi-millions of dollars already. I need multi-million dollars of income now. So I got to get my revenue even higher so it generates their income. See, so Jock, you run a multi-million-dollar business. We run a multi-million-dollar business already. But I need now my income. I need my business to go higher. So my income, because your income is always going to be a percentage of your revenue, no matter what kind of business you got, right? It's usually not 100% all revenue, all income, right? Your revenue, and you get a percentage that goes to income. And as a business owner, typically you get paid last. So I'm like, I need to expand my knowledge. I've been on this planet for over 50 years, and I can't continue to think that I'm going to get where I'm going to go just on my own. And I'm like, hey, Eric, you got to stop. I know you got the books. I know you got the things, brother. There's something you need to do to help you elevate your game. Some of that stuff, some of the things are already in place, right? You ever go into your house and you look around, you got stuff all over the place. You open your cupboard, you're like, man, there's food in the cupboard. These things, some of the stuff could be expired. You're like, man, I got all this stuff. I don't even use that stuff anymore, right? I got books. I don't even read it anymore. So I got to be intentional with intensity. And I'm looking for connections that I think that the things that I know that maybe these people know something that I don't know. So I'm looking for connections, Jock, with the intentions to know what I don't know. Right? There's some things I don't know, but they know it. They have done it. So there's just some things I just don't know that I don't know. And that may or may not be the keys, but I'm not going to sit back and I don't want to, I used to play this old game, arcade game called Asteroids, right? And Asteroids, I don't know if you've been, that was one of the first arcade, you got, you just to kill the asteroids, little ship, you just fire around, do nothing, everything was like little triangle, dots, before they always fancy graphic, right? And they used to give you like 3 little bombs that you can hit it, boom, and it blows everything up in the whole screen. And the little asteroids trying to crush the ship, and you shooting the ship, and it breaks in pieces, right? And the thing about that game was they give you 3 bombs that can destroy the whole screen. And I would see people die. You don't want the asteroid to crush into your little ship. I would see people die with the bombs left. I'm like, man, you just lost. Your game ended. They give you three chances. Your game ended. and you never push the button that can clear the whole screen. You know, you don't have to die right now. When you got a button you can push, you go boom, and the whole screen, everything goes away. So I don't want to die with bombs left. Are y'all with me? I don't want to die with mentors all around me that I never tapped into. Like, why not use it? It's like leave. Let me put it this way. Some people got that leave, right? They got to use it or lose the leave. When the year rolls over, we got the job, like, you got to use it or you lose it. Some people like, I'm never going to take off. I'm never going to take off. And then next year, you don't use the leave and it's gone. I don't want to die with extra stuff in my bank, Jock.
Mr. Harry, there's something our people say that you standing in the water, but the soap is in your eyes.
Woo-hoo. Man, y'all preaching this morning, brother. Good gracious.
Yeah. So when you talk about who do you want on your team, mentors. Now, who do you want on your team? Business partners. You gotta be intentional.
Sorry to call you. Let me ask you this question very quickly. When you talk about those leaders, those mentors that you have in your mind, or you never really follow with, is that what you can classify as following from a distance?
No, I want a close proximity, Nicole. I follow some of these from a distance. Like my pastor, I follow him from a distance. I go to the church, I do, you know what I'm saying? I need to get a call, relationship, connection. I need him in my network, on my team. He needs to know what I do. Coach, you know what I mean? Because he may come across other people. Hey, Eric is a life insurance agent. We need life insurance. You need to go see my guy, Eric. I need him. I need that mentorship where he says, go see my guy, Eric. Eric, this is what you should do. I got a church. We got multiple locations. Ooh, I got hundreds of employees. You know what I'm saying? Some full-time employees, some volunteers, hundreds of volunteers. Like, so he's running a business in this church. He ain't just up there preaching the word. He's managing, running a business. He knows some business principles. He knows some contacts. He may know some politicians. You know what I mean? Like, I need to be in that his network. I got to find a way. I'm putting it out there. I need to find a way to physically get in their network, not just the books, not just from a distance, because I got a lot of mentors from a distance in my books and stuff. In 2025, I got my goals list of who I want to be my mentors. Are y'all catching that? And so my subconscious mind, remember, this is all about programming your subconscious mind. Your activity steps are ordered by what your subconscious mind does. And your subconscious mind is designed to protect your body. It's designed to protect the conscious mind so it does not have to think. So it says, hey, you've done this before. That's fire. That's dangerous. Don't do that again. You fell down, right? You fell down. Maybe I don't want to fall anymore. So that's why you got to keep telling people to try again. You fell, try again. Because their subconscious mind is saying, no, don't do that. You're going to hurt yourself. It's designed to protect you. So it consciously protects the body. It unconsciously tells you to breathe. It unconsciously says, that's fire. Don't run into the fire. It unconsciously says, you better not jump off these steps because you're going to probably hurt yourself. Are you with me? So you just do things unconsciously. So I need my unconscious mind to connect and start doing things that puts me in proximity to that mentor so I can connect. You with me? Because otherwise I'm going to do the same thing I do every day, every Sunday when I come to church. But now that I got him on my mentor list, I'm on my subconscious mind and unconscious says, oh, there's Pastor Battle. You need to go over there and introduce yourself. Hey, Pastor Battle, my name is Erik Robinson. Boom, boom, boom. Bye, 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 bye. You never done that for the last 6 years you've been in the church, 7 years you've been in. Now you got your subconscious mind is going to tell your conscious mind to actively go over there. Are y'all with me?
So Eric, you saying be consciously, and instead of moving unconsciously, be conscious and intentional.
Be conscious and intentional until you can do it unconsciously.
Yeah.
That's why they drill it till you kill it, Jock, until you can do it unconsciously.
Yes.
See, so I want to be conscious about being intentional until it can become an unconscious effort.
Yeah. Like when you get up and brush your teeth, most people do that unconsciously. That's just a habit that's formed.
It forms a habit, Jock. It forms a habit. Just the act of brushing, it's an unconscious. You don't have to say, go left, go right, go. In the beginning, when you're a little kid, you got to say, go this way, little Johnny, go this way, hit the back. But once you get older, it's just unconscious. You're just like, oh yeah, you may forget it. Like, oh man, I gotta get them brush my teeth. Do I want to do it? No, I shouldn't do it. I'm gonna get in the morning. I'm doing it now. Okay, you follow me? But the act of brushing is an unconscious act. And I gotta.
Is that is that the point where you say you on the knowing where you say now you know that you know that you know.
Yes. Then you know that you know that you know. And that's what I got to do. Ladies and gentlemen, this list, the first way you got to do it is get it on paper so your subconscious mind can see it. See, some of us, I'm intentional with who's on my mentor list, who's on my business partner list, right? And these are the things that based off the goals I want, who can help me achieve those goals? You follow me? Because remember I said in the beginning, have you ever thought about making goals, but you feel like, oh, what's the blueprint? I'm giving y'all one of the steps. One of the steps is who can help you achieve the goals that you said you want. I'm not telling you my goal. Whatever goals you say you want, who can help you achieve those goals? Who should be on your team? Like my business partner. I got some business partners or some of the people I say, those are superstars in the industry. I want them on my team, right? Like, oh, this guy's a champion at that company. Oh, he's one of the top leaders over there. He's on my list. He's on my list. So my subconscious mind would start to say, you know what? I want Swan Wynn on my team. Eric, you want to recruit Swan Wynn? He's making all $20 million in W. Yep, he's on my list. He wasn't, but now I'm said it. Bam, I might put him on my list. He wasn't on my list before, but I need to put him on my list now. Why not? You're trying to get to $1 million, Eric, in income, and you think if he joins your team and is under you, you think your income gonna go like this? Boom, yep.
And Eric, and we know now. We know if you didn't know before. Now we know it's possible to bring people like that over. We know it's possible.
We know it's possible, Jock. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have intentions. They got to be on your list. It ain't going to just happen. You see what I'm saying? These things don't just happen. You ask somebody like, hey, Eric, I followed with this guy for a while. I followed this guy for a while. I followed this guy for a while. But Jamie was intentional. Jock, remember, before one even came, remember James like, hey, y'all go after the big fish, go after the big fish. We had a small millionaire mastermind group. And he's like, who y'all got some big fish? And guess what? He was intentional about, we can go out some big fish. You better put some big fish on your hook. Put some big fish bait out there. Guess what? He was telling us, guess what he did end up doing? Recruited the big fish. And then now he recruited another big, you follow me? He's been intentional.
But guess what too? He put it in the universe. Right? Remember in the mastermind group, he put it out there. Not only did he go after some big fish ended up coming to him because he put it out there.
Yes, man. He was opening for that. They end up coming to him, but he was intentional. Oh, Nicole, I see you, brother. What you got for us?
I was just trying to mention that because you know, there's something I believe by Napoleon Hill, I think in Nightingale. He said, you become what you think about most of the time. Just like Mr. Jab mentioned. He put it out there and then it happened. Most of the time we get because we are always thinking negative about the impossibility of that thing coming to fruition or to reality, and then we always get the negative result. But when we put it out there and believe it, then it happened.
Ooh, I'm telling y'all, that is the key. You know, look at this. I said it 2 weeks being into the business. I said, listen, y'all, I was on a Zoom, wasn't licensed, didn't know anything much about insurance, be honest with you, you know. And I was like, man, guess what? One day they're gonna be writing books about us. And I did a video. Here's a book, Can't Fall Off the Floor. Jamie wasn't even thinking about writing a book at that time, but now he wrote a book about us. And I said it. One day they're gonna write books about us. They did. So what am I trying to tell y'all? I got some more things, but right now we're gonna start with that one. Who do you want on your team? Who do you want as your business partners? Right? Now, they could be the big fish or they could be anybody. Like I was making my list and Dr. Meri's like, I said, put this person down. She's like, that person? Yeah, that person. So I thought we just looking at mega leaders. No, that person is somebody I would like to have on my team. I know they're in my network, they're in my reach, but they're not on my team. I want them on my team. Now, I'm not going to just go the person that IHOP and don't know nobody and don't understand business. The person I had on my list was she's a realtor, been doing it for the last 20 years. She has a successful following. She got a, you know what I mean? So yeah, I want her on my team. She's not maybe the biggest builder, but she's an influencer. So I would like to have her on my team. So I got some people, the people go, ooh, wow. Then I got some people like, oh, her? Yes, oh, her. I even got one gentleman on my team who's on my team. I said, I need to put him on my team. And like, yeah, but he already on the team. Yeah, but he ain't activated yet. In 2025, I need him to activate because he has a network and he can move. So my goal he put him on my list. She's like, you sure? Yes, I'm so clear. So even me and my doctor make my goals. I'm like, yes, I'm so crystal clear. I can't move with the way she moves. Are y'all with me? And I'm telling you, you got to be so crystal clear. And now I was explaining to me and her had to say, she's like, Eric, I get it now. Now she's now has a little more clarity. Are y'all with me? So because she moves, now she can move more intentions. So now her subconscious mind can start to activate. Boom, boom, boom. And now she's moving some more attention. And then last night, she was like, Eric, after the call, she's like, man, I saw this person who's in our team. They was on the list. They was on the call with Jamie. And she said, I'm going to reach out and call them. And she called both of those individuals. And she said, Eric, they both was like, I was kind of on the sideline, but now I'm ready to lock in for 2025. And she was glad that she made the call to both of those people. Because, but guess what? Had we not had this conversation 3 days prior, she probably would have saw the name on the list and would have went right on past. But 3 days before, 2 days before, we had this conversation about on our list and added some people on our list. And I added some people that was already on my team to the list. And she's like, but he's already on the team. I'm like, yeah, but he ain't activated. So put him on my 2025 list because he could do something. She's like, okay, because that her subconscious mind saw these two ladies on our team on the call last night. She contacted them. And they was like, I'm glad you called because we was trying to figure out what we need to do to get each on individually, what we need to do to get reacclimated in the 4-step process. She's like, we got a special 4-step system. It's like, I'm sold. Show me how to do it. I want to master the system. And both these young ladies are rock stars by themselves. They just had never been activated. It started with that list. So with that being said, Troy Gandy, turn it back over to you, sir. I got more steps the rest of the week. Talk to y'all later.
Great message, Eric. Great message.
Woo, woo, woo. Always a great message. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Thank you for all the nuggets. Thank you, everybody else, for all the participating and whatnot has been going on throughout the day. And we're going to get this stuff in, this recap relay. And we want to make sure that we're keeping it to 1 minute so that everybody can get in their specific nuggets that they take most valuable out of today's lesson. And then I got to make sure before we end this thing, that we lift up my brother who's doing some big stuff. And we want to make sure everybody is aware of exactly what's happening in the life of Uncle John. So with that being said, we got the first leg of the relay, and we know what that is. The first leg of the relay is happening with Dr. Teresa O'Day. Run with it.
Yes, I tell you, Mr. Eric, you just, at the beginning of this year, I did think about mentoring, leveraging mentors, connecting with intentionality. And you just confirmed it that that's the direction I need to go. So, even with people I intend to bring on, it's all about value. And when I connect with people, I think about mutual benefit. What could I learn or get of value from them, and what could they get from me? Even when I talk to my leaders, like this morning, I did speak to two of them and before we got on here, and we're just talking about how to bring that value and be that person of value. And you just laid it out so beautifully, and it made a lot of sense. Thank you so much, Eric. And thank you all for this great village. I appreciate you all.
Thank you kindly for sharing and bringing it into the zone. And we're going to give it down to the second leg of this relay, and that is none other than my brother, Leco Elijah Pye.
Morning. Good morning again. Thank you, Eric. When you talk about putting down the your plans for your goals for the year, and you want to put it down who you want to be on your list, and you mentioned Swan. Because I was in WFG, I remember a couple of times, you qualify for a thing and you have a dinner with him. And I sat down sometime one day, I remember it was either in San Francisco or something. And he mentioned about how he came into the business. And he said, "Will you have recruited me at that time, who I was? Because probably you wouldn't know, you would not have known that I'm going to be someone that I am today." Because this is what he came here as a refugee, and guess what he was doing? The first thing he was doing was painting under the bridge in Hawaii. That was what he used to do. Started painting under the bridge in Hawaii. And at some point when he started the insurance business, his people even called him and said, "Hey, Swan, what you are doing right now is even worse than what you were doing before. And you cannot feed your family with insurance. Who buys insurance?" That was his people called him. They were trying to advise him to help the community so that he won't bring a stigma, a bad name to the community, like somebody in that community selling life insurance. So who do you want to be in your team? Are you going to be able to identify that person today? Because sometimes we walk past one, even right now. We walk past one in the grocery stores. We walk past one in the parking lot. We walk past one in the parks and never recognize. Then on the other side, who do you want to be on your team? Do you want people that will bring you up or that will bring you down? So I really love what you shared in this morning. We have to be specific. Who do you want to be on our team? Sometimes we look down on certain people, that this person will not be anything anymore. But I love what the example you gave this morning. This person has been around, haven't been doing anything, but we want to reactivate this person. So, man, and thank you this morning, because there's so much to unpack in just this first key point that you shared this morning. So thank you. And back to you, Mr. Troy.
All right. Okay, and we thank you for bringing it into the zone on that second leg of that relay. And we now get to pass the ball, well, not the ball, but the baton, since we're in this relay. And we're going to give it none other than the one that's always driving stuff home real good. That is none other than Mr. Keisha Carr. Do your thing.
Thank you, Mr. Troy. Good morning, everyone. It is great to be back on the call. But one thing that I have picked up, Eric, I love it when I can get on this call and I receive confirmation for what we're already doing. So one thing that we've been doing on our Game Changers team is we've been working on goal setting. And I sent out goal forms for everyone to complete. And in order to work with me in this 2025 season, your goals must be completed.
Facts.
And one thing that we've been talking about is being intentional in what we want and creating a plan and how to get there. So to get on this call and hear you speaking the same thing that we're already working on, one was great confirmation, but to hear you break it down even further, to start talking about being intentional about not just what you want in your business, but who you want in your business. I did that a couple years ago, and I have a whole list of people that I wanted in my business, but I never activated the list fully. I found that list about a couple of weeks ago. And because of this conversation, I will be going back to reactivating that list to not just talk about my goals, how many licensed agents I want, how many teammates I want, how many I want to be promoted, but also specific in names. So thank you.
Cool. And we thank you for bringing it into the zone. Oh shucks. Now we might we know we can keep it going, but we may just have to slow down a little bit because you got to listen real close when this lady speaks. And that is none other than Miss Tawana Chisley, because she will make you read it if you don't get it.
Facts.
All right. I remember not too long ago, probably a couple of months ago, when as I was going through my transformation, the word I said was being intentional. I said intentional. And now everybody's saying it. And I appreciate this because I'm also learning how to be specific with the people I bring onto my team. I won't go into what or why or how, but I am speaking it. But I am struggling also to write the goal. I'm struggling to write the goal, but I'm getting there, and I appreciate this. And wow, it was really good today. It was really good. There's a lot more, but I'll leave it alone for now. And pardon me for the voice, but weather. So, I'll just leave it there.
All right. Thank you, dear sister, the queen of poetic justice, Miss Tawana Chisley. We thank you for running it into the zone. And now, seeing no other hands, we know it is time to take it to Victory Circle. And nobody does that better than our girl, Miss Downtown Rita Brown.
Thank you, Troy. Thank you.
Come on through.
What's next? Drill it till you kill it. Master the steps. What keeps you in the car? Once you see the vision, you can move forward, no matter what, regardless. Put it into practice. Make sure you have an accountability partner. Don't be on an island by yourself. Attach yourself with a couple accountability partners. The mission we are on is real. People are dying without life insurance. Protect your peace at all times. This may not be the life you chose, but this life chose you if you are here. Take it serious. Have those courageous conversations with people, whether they receive it or not. Your decisions determine the course and direction you make with your life and your business. Immerse yourself in this environment. Meet people, collect the numbers, and follow up. If you are talking to people from other companies, utilize the three-way. The power of the three-way is huge. The magic question is, what's next? Drill it till you feel it. Have you ever thought about making goals for 2025 and you feel stuck, like you don't have a roadmap? A resolution is a watered down goal. Things that need to go in goal planning.
Rita, you're falling in the bushes.
Hey, Rita, you're falling in the bushes.
Okay, can you hear me now?
There we go.
Okay.
You might need, if you can, go back maybe 15 seconds.
Okay. I start with the magic question is, what's next? Drill it till you feel it. Have you ever thought about making goals for 2025 and you feel stuck like you don't have a roadmap? A resolution is a watered down goal. Things that need to go in goal planning. Get it out of your head and on paper. Clear the fog on the window. Planning steps. They don't have to be in any order. You build your own steps, but they will give us the supplies and tools. Who do you want on your team in 2025? You can be general or you can be specific. Make a list. From a mentorship standpoint, if it's above where you've been, it may take extra mentorship. Be actively listening and applying what your mentors say. Are you hearing it, or are you listening with the intent to apply it? Are you logged on but not locked in? Do you come with the ear to listen? You don't know when the spark will come. You cannot get to where you need to go just on your own. Be intentional with intensity. Look for connections to know what you don't know. Don't die with the bombs left. There are mentors all around. and you do not connect with them. And you do need to connect with them. Find a way to get closer to them and their network. Subconscious mind is designed to protect you. Be cautious and intentional until you do it unconsciously, effortless. Get it on paper so your subconscious mind can see it. Who can help you achieve your goals? They have to be on your list. Have intention. You become what you think about. Put it out there. Believe it, and it will happen. Be crystal clear so your subconscious mind can activate. Ask yourself, who do you want on your team? Leverage your mentors. Move with intention and intensity. Get it out of your head and on paper. That's it. That's all. And sorry about that.
Boom.
Ooh-wee.
Boom.
Love it, love it, love it.
She brought it back in and she brought it home and she put us in the victory circle once again like no other. And with that being said, we've heard a whole lot of stuff today. We want to thank each and every one of you for coming and participating in today. But before we close out, we know we're gonna give some kudos to some folks, and we got some hands up right now. So we want to make sure we don't close it out without everybody having their piece said. So we're gonna give Miss Tawana Chisley a little something.
Thank you.
Freedom.
Eric, did you record the session yesterday with Jamie?
It's on my Facebook. I didn't record it. It's just on my Facebook. I
Okay.
know.
Is it on Facebook or YouTube, Eric?
It's on Facebook. Jamie's session is on my Facebook, not YouTube. Unfortunately.
Okay. I had someone who wanted to get on, but she couldn't. She asked me, was it recorded? So, all right.
If she joins my look at my Facebook page. The link is public, so she can watch.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, Eric, is there any way to extract it from? We probably can't extract it from Facebook, huh?
I'm not sure. A little harder, but I'll find out if we can.
Okay.
All right. And now, Miss Brita.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to
Morning.
make sure I have the drill it to you. Is it fill it or kill it?
Kill it.
Kill it.
Kill.
Yes.
Kill.
Kill it.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
Indeed. And once again, as we were saying, we want to thank each and every one of you for participating into today's call. And we want to make sure going forward that everybody is super intentional. And we know we've heard over the course of 2024 how to get into 2025 and take it to the next level. That means we're going to block out our time. We're going to treat our business as we would that job that we've gone to for so many years. So when you're doing that, we want to make sure we putting specifically and being intentional about putting Uncle Jock's morning meeting, the biggest and baddest meetup on the planet of the CEOs, right here at 8:30 each and every morning. Because if you miss it, then you're going to miss out on how to grow your business and take it to the next level. And it's all about a 10x year for each and every one of us. With that being said, we want to make sure we're going on, and we know that we're going to be intentional also about our mentors. And the way Uncle Jock puts it in there and make sure he breaks it down each and every morning, I'm just saying, if he ain't on your list for 8:30, you're missing out. All right? And none other than the soul motivator, the one that breaks it down, brings all the nuggets together and puts it in and gives you some nuggets that you don't even know exist sometimes. Mr. Erik E.D. Robinson, the first certified brother in the U.S. of A. And that leads us to you and each and every one of you, and the importance of each and every one of you being here to give your input when we get to Rita's recap, the recap of the day. All right. So thanks again. Peace of the Lord be with each and every one of you. And then for the final words of the day, we're going to give it back to none other than our man, Mr. Erik Robinson.
Woo! Thank you, Troy, so much for that amazing running that relay, man. That's a whole segment by itself. I just want to say thank you. Quick question. Let y'all know we got office hours today from 12 to 1. Office hours will be online from 12 to 1. This same channel right here. This same channel, 12 to 1. Office hours, 12 to 1 on the same channel. Dr. Teresa, are you still here?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. I know we over time, but I want you to say this, and I was going to hold it, but then Troy said something, so I'm not going to hold it. This may help some of y'all. You said early in the beginning that, hey, you know what? I have looked and I had the most team members here. Can you talk? I have two questions I want you to answer. I think you answered the why. How? Can you? The one question I want to ask you: how did you get your team members here? So maybe others can help others get them here. So maybe if there's a little bit of why and a little bit of how mixed into it, but if you could kind of give that blueprint, what that looked like to get your team members on this call this morning.
I just consistently posting and reminding and making calls to those that I haven't heard in a while. So when we talk, I'll be like, let's get on. So that's how I'm able to move some. Some I am able, some not, but I do post every day, reminders.
So you're intentional
Yes,
about making this happen, and then you're picking up the phone and
yes,
inviting.
yes. I post to the whole group with Elijah, and then I post to my little group. So they get hit maybe twice or thereabout.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, office hours. See y'all 12 o'clock. Love you.
Thank you.
Thank you
And
for sharing. Thank
Mr.
you.
Eric,
Each and
Mr.
every
Eric,
one of
let
y'all
me
for
say
tuning in.
something
Yes, sir.
very quickly about that, Dr. Teresa, because I used to post this on the group every day, but now she make it. I'm talking about being intentional about this every single day. Before I could look at the group, she already posted.
So she beating you.
Yep. And that's why when we see people having result, there are things that they are doing at the background. It doesn't
Yeah.
just happen.
Yes.
Amen. I appreciate you all. Thank you.
Are you
Thank
you're not going in the office, are you?
No, I'm not going
No.
to the office. I'll be right here in the office 12 o'clock sharp.
Thank you all.
Bam. See y'all. I got something special for y'all. Wasn't going to do it, but then we're going to go more into the goals. I got something for y'all about this intentioning of the goals. So we're going to talk about that at 12 to 1. I got
Thank
it. I
you
have it
all.
ready for y'all. Talk to you
Appreciate
later.
every single one of you.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Great day. See you at 12.
Mhm.
Peace and the Lord be with you.
Yes, sir. And also with you.
Do it. Try that mess with you. All right. Love y'all. All right.
All
Sure.
right,
It
all
ain't the
right.
same till you do it, though. I can't hang up till you do it.
Okay. And with that being said, peace of the Lord be with you.
And also